about Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up in the heartland. Jackie's gonna be a football star, Diane's debutante in the backseat of Jackie's car. Sucking on chili dog outside the taste freeze, Diane's sitting on Jackie's lap, got his hands between her knees. Jackie says, hey Diane, let's run off behind the shady tree, dribble off them Bobby Brooks, let me do what I please. Sing. Oh yes, and life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Oh yes, and life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Jack and Diane by John Mellencamp. Man, this one's stretching it back. Used to play this one in cover bands when I was a little one. Fantastic song. I'm going to show you a kind of an easy way of playing it, just using open A, D and E chords, which I think is valuable for even more advanced guitar players who don't do the more fancy version, to understand first of all what is going on harmonically, because we're going to be using lots of little triad shapes. It's a fantastic song for learning like practical application of small triad grips over a bass note. That would be one of the reasons why you want to learn this song, other than the fact that it's just a cool tune, but it's also a nice one for beginners, because there's well, not complete beginners, it can be played with only A, D and E, but some of the chord changes are a little bit rhythmically awkward and physically a little bit on the quick side, but we'll have a look at that first of all, and then I'll go through and explain a little bit more detail about playing the classic riffs. I'm doing it on acoustic guitar. The acoustic guitar and electric guitar part are pretty much identical on the record. To me, you can obviously hear where it's acoustic guitar and where it's electric guitar, but they're quite often layered as well, so it doesn't really matter which version you want to play it on. Obviously, if you're doing electric guitar, you probably want a cleaner sound there for the verses, just to break up the differentiation between the different sections. So I'm going to start just with the A, E and the D chords. Remember, if you're new to the whole guitar thing and this is one of your first sets of chords that we learn, you can use your first finger there as an anchor between your A, D and E chords. Really good practice for you. So what I'm going to do is just play through the tune, explain the chord progression and stuff. So it starts with a A to E, about D and back to E, A to E, and then it's a quick D, E, A. Okay, so A to E, D back to E chord, A back to E, and then D, E, A. And then again, Jackie's gonna E, a D for E chord, A, then to E, and the back C, D, E, A. Okay, that's how you'd play those the verses there. The chorus. Oh yes, the life goes on. A going to E, and D's going to E. Said E, and then D going to E chord. A going to E. The last time, D, E, A. So that's how you'd play like the majority of the song. It obviously doesn't cover the riffs, although the riffs are still just E, A and D chords, just we play them in a slightly different way. So let's go through now and have a look at the actual triad grips that are used on the original recording. I'll explain a little bit more about it. Some of the rhythm counts for this song are pretty awkward to count. Luckily for us, they're really easy ones to hear. So although I will do some of the explaining of the rhythms, it's definitely an easier song to learn just by listening to the original recording and copying the rhythm off that rather than trying to count it. Counting, it definitely has a value and it can be a useful thing to do, but sometimes it's easier just to use these things on the side of your head, and it'll help you play the song better. You need to be listening to it anyway. Like trying to learn a song like this without listening to the original recording you're going to be off to a pretty bad start. If you haven't listened to it recently, go and give it a listen to the chunk 3, 4, 5 times, 10 times to make sure that you've got it in your kind of musical imagination before you start playing. It will pay big dividends when you actually start going to try and play it on the guitar. So So what's going on here? This is an A chord. Now this is actually, the full chord would be like a C shape, an open C chord, but with a bar chord. If you pretended your first finger was a capo, you're kind of playing a C shape in front of it with fingers 2, 3 and 4. But in this case, we're playing the open A string, 11th fret with the 3rd finger, first finger's playing the 9th fret on the 3rd string, second finger plays the 10th fret on the 2nd string. You probably want to lay your first finger down though, so it's covering the 9th fret, the strings 2, 3 and 4, and you don't want to hear the thinner string. Okay, that one should be muted. So we play the A, 2, 3, 4, this. Now it's just the first finger. This is actually an E bar chord, right? But we're keeping that A bass note. So it would be called an E/A, or an E chord with an A bass. So A, 2, 3, 4, E, A, E. Now this is now a D chord with the A bass. You're just going to use your first finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And now we've just played the open D string twice. So just down and up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's 6. So down, up, down, up, down, up. But it's just getting louder. Good practice there, going quiet, quiet, louder. Okay. Oh, I've done it again. I've just grabbed that 3rd string with my first finger, is grabbing it for some reason. But anyway, so 2 picks on the D first of all, then 6 on the D. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now that section there at the beginning is played 3 times before we go into the verse. Now the verse is still using the triad idea, but now we're moving on to the thinnest 3 strings. So we have, first of all, this is an A chord. This is the top part of this big A bar chord. First finger, 5th fret on the thinnest 2 strings. Second finger playing the 6th fret of the 3rd string, but crucially also muting the A string, because we want to be able to strum the 5th string, mute the 4th string, and then have those 3 strings ringing out. You're going to want to mute that 4th string all of the way through this. This is one of the challenging things about the song. And then we're going to use little finger. Some people use their 3rd finger. They don't find that awkward, but little finger down, 7th fret on the thinnest string. It's a little add 9 thing. Now we're going to, this is the top part of this E shape, or you could think of it as a D shape, doesn't really matter. It looks like a D chord, right? So it's a bit easier to think of it maybe as a D chord up 2 frets, which would be D, D sharp, E. This is an E chord. If you keep the A bass note, it's an E over A, making sure that we mute with the first finger now is going to be muting the 4th string. So A, E, D, still over an A bass. We still don't want that open 4th string ringing out. The D note, we don't want that. And then there's a little sus thing. This is E, little finger going down on the 5th fret of the thinner string. A, E, D, the sus. Second time, D, E, A. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. This at the end, down, up, down, up, down, down. That's a kind of a key thing with the strumming. But what I wanted you to see there was the movement of the hand. Jack and Diane, 2 American kids growing up in the heartland. just being able to keep that rhythm, singing along or playing along with the original recording while making this motion is a really, really good idea. Again, trying to count like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's difficult. That was like maximum brain power involved trying to count that at the same time. I just don't think it's worth it. I think it would be far harder to do that than to listen to the original recording and go da, 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 ba, ba. Just trying to keep the hand moving and realize where you're strumming and where you're not. Okay, that is easier than counting. If you really want, some of you are going to want it. Some of you, I know. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Okay, again. Once you've got it in your ear, in your musical imagination, it's probably not that difficult. So try and just work on it slowly. Make sure you got the fingerings right. Just see if you can get that part right, nice and slowly, nice and confidently. Remember, the secret is keeping the hand moving while you're doing that. It's such a common theme in guitar land, is keeping the hand moving, and the rhythm will end up being okay. If you put in an extra strum or you leave one out, really, really, really doesn't matter. So don't stress about it. Just keep the hand moving, because staying in time is the real key thing there. So it does the intro there. It's got the verse there with these little triads, and then it goes to another set of triads. It's really cool. Similar kind of ones that we used in the intro, although a little different. So we start with the open A chord, but we're using an A mini bar, muted thinner string, of course, there. So first. So now we're going A, D. This is the same. This is a C shape. So there's C chord, C sharp, there's D. In this case, we're keeping the open A. And then that's that same shape slid up to an E. Now, A, D, A, E, D, E. And there's this little change there where little finger just gets added down on the 6th fret of the 3rd string. A, D, A, E, D, D, A. Again, A, D, A, E, D, The pattern is pretty consistent, but again, 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4. Whew, that's tricky. You don't want to be doing that. You just want to be listening to it, feeling it out. And then it's back to outside place free. Diane sitting on Jackie's lap, got his hands between her knees. What would he be doing that for? Jackie says, "Hey Diane, just running off behind a shady tree." That's a hard line to sing as well. Bobby Brooks, let me do it, please. Bobby Brooks, dribble off those Bobby Brooks. Bobby Brooks, are they socks, shoes, underwear, trousers? What are Bobby Brooks? I don't know. I could probably Google it, but it'll be more fun to ask you, and then you can let me know in the comments what the hell Bobby Brooks are. Anyway, after that, it goes into the chorus, and the chorus is very, very similar to the verse. And life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. You see there, just instead of instead of doing that skip up straight away, it does it 3 times normal, and then the skip is just at that last time. So, oh yeah, so life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Oh yeah, so life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Rock on. And then we're back into the little section there at the intro, which it does once or twice, and then it does another verse, then there's another chorus, and then it goes all vocal with the big drums thing, let it rock, let it roll, all of that stuff, which obviously you can't really play on guitar. It's a singing part. And then that's the tune. Does it go back to the chorus? Probably goes back to the chorus. It goes back to the intro, I think, actually. I didn't make a note of where it went after that big drums. But we've covered now all of the parts. The key things, the key takeaways here for this, if you're a real beginner, use the simple chords, simple strumming, play it however you like. If you want to get more into doing the triads thing and getting it like the record, learn the grips first of all. Make sure you can do them. Your fingers are right. You're getting the right notes. You're muting the right notes, because muting the right notes is also an important part of this tune. And then once you're through that part of it, you want to really work on the rhythm. Now, getting the rhythm right is going to be a case of listening. You can try and doing the counting thing, but I really would strongly recommend keeping the hand moving and trying to feel it out, even if you're not playing. Okay, if you're struggling with the rhythm, just muting all the strings and going Jack and Diane, trying to imagine the rhythm. Just take away the chords, because as soon as you go, you're going to be thinking about the chords. We can't help it. It's just, as soon as you start playing it, that's where your attention's going to be. So take that away if you're struggling with the rhythm. Just trying to keep that hand moving nice and consistent. Trying to sometimes taking it away from the guitar, so you're not even strumming the strings and just thinking down, 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 down. A little ditty about Jack and Diane, and kids growing up in the heartland. You know, and then gradually start actually picking the strings out while keeping the hand moving consistently in time. That is the way for getting that stuff together. Backing track, really cool, fun one to play along with. It is in the app, so you might want to go and check that out if you haven't already. Although the app is primarily aimed at beginner guitar players, there's lots of backing tracks on there that would be definitely suitable for more advanced guitar players. This song is a good example as well, so you definitely want to go and check that out. If you haven't already, there's a free trial. You might want to click the link in the description of this video. There's plenty of links around. I'm sure you can find it. It's called the Justin Guitar Lessons and Songs app. If you don't happen to find a link immediately, I'm sure you can find it in the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store if you want to seek it out. I think we're done. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Hope you enjoyed this song, and I'll see you for plenty more songs and lessons very soon. You'll take care. Bye-bye.